The advertised festival dates are the 3rd to the 31st of May, so it's a month, but actually we've kind of spilled out either side of that just because some projects have got a much longer lifespan, so the month of May is our real focus. That's how we look at it. There are exhibitions and installations, workshops and factory tours, meet the maker events, lots and lots of them, and getting on for 100 makers involved in the various projects that we're working on. The first exhibition that opened was it's called Stainless, and that was the Association for Contemporary Jewellery across at the Sheffield Institute for Art Gallery. And that's fantastic. It's jewellers from across the country and international jewellers too, as well as some of our local people who we work with all the time, who work together on the theme of stainless. Obviously 100 years of stainless steel centenary this year, but they've approached it in a really contemporary way, and sometimes thinking about stainless metaphorically, not just about it as a material. So that's a real highlight. And for the opening, people turned up for that wearing the most fantastic jewellery, and that was a real treat to see that. Things that you wouldn't normally kind of walk down the street in. Across the road from that gallery at Butcherworks Gallery, there's an exhibition called The Aesthetics of Manufacture, very much looking at the relationships between handmade objects and people who work in that decorative style, and then manufacturing, where similarities where things hit, because they're such different practices, such different ways, but they're linked. So it's looking at that. There's an artist called David Appleyard, and he's our artist in residence for the festival. He's working at Ancon Building Products, and he's learning more about stainless steel as a material, and he's learning about how Ancon in particular process stainless steel, and then he's taking some of that knowledge and the processes to create a new piece for the Millennium Gallery, the Metalwork Gallery in Sheffield, which will be a piece of seating. And we're getting David to talk not just to manufacturers but to the general public, who can meet him at the Metalwork Gallery, and they can come to his studio too and look at other work he's done and just have a bit of debate and inform how that works. But I think, sort of taking someone like David, an artist who's based at Persistence Works, taking him into the stainless steel factory environment and looking at what's feasible, what's potential, and then coming up with a piece of art. But everybody, it's a win-win for everybody, really. The ambitions are very much to grow what we're doing, to become. We're recognised in Sheffield for what we do and who we work with. We want to take that much wider. We want to grow nationally and internationally. And what we want to start doing as from next year is to tool work that's been made in Sheffield by Sheffield makers out of the city. We want to take that to other places in the UK and abroad. And every other year, we want to have a bigger and bigger festival, involving more people, involving more manufacturers, very much looking at where we can work with designers and makers and manufacturers, getting those people together.